Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology.
So for those of you that don't know, Joey Swoll is a fitness influencer, really big on TikTok, basically known for calling out people for bad gym etiquette or bullying in many ways. He is now being canceled by the left. Originally for defending Hulk Hogan, and then when he defended his defense of Hulk Hogan, pretty much, he said a word that he probably shouldn't have said that got him canceled even more. So we're going to dive into all the details in this video of his cancellation and basically what you should do if the woke left is coming after you. So make sure you like, subscribe to the video channel, comment down below, and let's just dive on in. So for those of you who don't know, this is the kind of videos that Joey Swoll posts. Oh, sorry. Oops.
Hey, 'cause you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're...
This video really pisses me off. This is disgusting to do to somebody. The fact that you boys intentionally stay out of frame so you can film that man. You go back, you watch the video, you see that he's actually changing, which I had to cover up, by the way, and you go and you post the video anyway. And then you support people that laugh at that man. I mean, what is wrong with you? How do you not know better than to treat people this way?
So basically, this is his whole content. He finds people that are being rude in the gym or in the locker room, and he basically calls them out for it. So in a way, he's canceling them, in a sense. That's what he's doing. Because he has a very large platform. Let me pull up how many followers he actually has. I think it's like 8 million or something. 8.1 million followers. Huge platform. You know, he gets millions and millions of views on literally every single video he does. That one specifically got 22 million views. So he's really big. He can definitely get people canceled. So what he did, he posted some kind of gym memorial thing to Hulk Hogan. As you guys all know, Hulk Hogan passed away of cardiac arrest, I believe. And a lot of people were split on this. The left was kind of like he's a huge racist because of the things he said in the past. The right's basically like he's a icon. He's learned from his mistakes. He's moved on. And what you'll learn is the left doesn't care what you've done 30, 40, 50 years ago, even if it was a different time, that stays with you forever. Unless you're on their side, of course. So let me play his basically him defending his defense of Hulk Hogan here.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me. He made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life. So if you got a problem with that, then just leave or you'll be blocked.
So that's what he said on a live, basically defending his stance on Hulk Hogan. But then he used the term colored athletes or colored people, which we know in today's society you're not supposed to say. Now, to branch off of this, this is not like a gotcha thing, or I legit have this question. It makes no sense to me. Why is it okay to say people of color and not colored people? Like, I get the whole idea of not saying colored people is because of segregation in like the 50s and 60s, and it was whites only, coloreds only, something like that. So by that logic, you should not be okay with people of color either. They literally just switched the words around, and everyone's acting like it's this big change. It's the same phrase. If you have a problem with colored people, you should have a problem with people of color. I will never, ever understand that. Makes no sense to me. So he basically was trying to defend himself, which in reality, he should have been like, you know, I can support who I support, move on. Or he could have just ignored it. The thing with the woke left is you have to ignore them to move on. You can't get canceled if you don't care. That's the biggest thing. They tried canceling Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle doubled down, and he's still popular. You just can't give into this stuff. So this is him kind of like, I guess, defending it some more.
Supporting racism. I've literally done videos against racism I bought a black girl a gym membership that was being discriminated against at the gym. People are attacking. This is the internet, guys. People only love you until they can find something to try and tear you down about. And that's okay. Who is posting about the fact that I said, God, I didn't mean anything bad by saying colored. I didn't mean anything bad by that. So if that was wrong, I apologize. Somebody already educated me on that. But if that's what you want to be upset with me about, I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't mean anything by it. There was nothing racist about that. Wow, I said that. Good for you. So it's okay to say person, because somebody earlier that was a minority was saying person of color. So it's okay to say person of color. How about have a conversation with me?
Yeah, so he made a lot of people. This is someone else's post. Basically, he's attacking him. Yeah, it's just the whole thing's stupid. So it got to the point where it seems like he's actually just quitting in general. So this is another apology video about Hulk Hogan after he, quote, educated himself, and an apology video for saying colored people.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human. I am still growing. I am still learning. And I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place.
This is literally the definition of a man just trying to save his brand and his income. That's all this is. And it's honestly embarrassing. Because the real thing is, what we've learned with the left is, it doesn't matter if you apologize. If they don't like you, they're not going to accept that apology. Because they're going to be like, oh, you're just saying this to save your brand, which he is. They don't care about any of it. He could donate his whole net worth to a single black person or a whole black neighborhood or a black town, and they would still call him racist. There is nothing he could do at this point to appease that group of people. Now, on the flip side, people on the right typically are less sensitive, especially when it comes to this stuff. Because at the end of the day, like I said, colored people versus people of color makes no sense. It's the same exact saying. For you to be okay with one and offended about the other is stupid. So people on the right, and especially he's in the fitness industry, which is typically, as the left says, a right-wing, alt-right-wing pipeline. So a lot of his followers are probably conservative to begin with. So all you're doing is, when you're apologizing for all this stupid stuff, you're just making them mad too. So he has successfully, by caving into the woke left, which is probably a small minority of people that just happen to be on social media 24/7, he made everyone mad. He should have just ignored it, the whole thing. Because in reality, only a small amount of people are mad about the whole Hulk Hogan being racist or whatever. Okay? He might have said some messed up things in the past. It's different than now. Okay? Every old person you can find has probably said something messed up 30 or 40 years ago because it was a different time. Any politician, your grandparents, everyone, times change, okay? Move on. You can't hold on to every little thing. It's like those people that get mad about what someone says 15 years ago on Twitter. Like, things change. Move on. Grow up. I think this whole attack on Joey Swoll is stupid. The whole Hulk Hogan thing is stupid. He should have never caved into it. If you have a huge brand, it's probably smart not to say the term colored athletes or colored people. But at the end of the day, I'll still say I wish someone please can explain to me in the comments what the difference is. If you're mad about colored people because of segregation, you have every right to be mad about that. People of color is the same thing. There's no difference. You flip the words around. It's like this woke rebranding to like appease their side, which I would not be surprised if this came up with by a white liberal. Honestly, it's beyond stupid. So I think he probably ruined his brand, which maybe that means I won't see any of these sauce ads on my TikTok page anymore because they used to drive me insane. Yeah, this was beyond stupid on his part. I don't get why he would do this. Maybe it'll all blow over and he'll move on. I'm sure he'll still keep posting content. Actually, I'm sorry. He won't be. I forgot about this one last part. This is a post of his on X. All the good I've done, all the people I've helped, all for nothing. I truly hope all the people I've inspired do great things in their life and pay it forward to help others and carry on my message. But no matter how much good you do, people just wait for a reason to hate you and tear you down. You either die a hero or live long enough to be a villain. Thank you for your support. I am done. So we'll see how long that lasts. I doubt he'll be off long because in reality, he probably did some good and helped people on TikTok when it comes to gym stuff, because people there is this thing in the gym where a lot of people are afraid to go because they think there's like these gym bros in there that are like watching them. People don't want to be watched while they're in there on a treadmill because people think they're judging them, making fun of them, and it prevents people from going to the gym. So I think in a way Joey Swoll did help with that, because you're calling out people that do this stuff, people that get mad if you step in front of their camera, people videotaping other people struggling in the gym, all that toxic behavior he was calling out. So he probably did help people when it comes to that. Because in reality, like I always tell people, when I used to go to the gym, I would just I put headphones in, keep to myself, didn't even talk to anyone. So it's just, I think he did help people with that. But at the end of the day, he should have just never caved in. We'll see how long he actually goes away for. This is the apology video right here, which was
all right, you guys, so much.
Posted 1 day ago. But at the end of the day, if you see his following and you see his page, he's making a lot of money off of TikTok. Like 2.1 million views, 4.6. Like if I had to get, how often does he post?
Way to the mound. He's a passionate athlete.
He's probably making at least like $10,000 a month off TikTok or something. That's a good bit of money. Maybe it's nothing compared to his business, but we'll see if he comes back. I think the whole thing, like I said, is stupid, and he just caved in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole Joey Swoll situation. If this was warranted, if you think this is dumb too. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Catch you next time.